Good afternoon. It's me, Angie. Hi there. Welcome to our Thriving Thursday here at the Spiritual View. I'm Angie from Love Tarot, and I'll be your spiritual stewardess today and looking at how we can navigate the energies that are presenting themselves today. So, thank you. If you are new here, welcome. We are a team of 7 readers that offer new content every single day here on this channel. We also go live every Monday morning at 10 and every Friday evening for happy hour at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the third Friday of every month, we will have an educational show that we communicate and collaborate on to bring you information for your best and highest good. And those are always so much fun to collaborate and get together for. So, again, welcome. I wanted to start today with the angel number of the day, which today is November 7th, 2024. And when you add those dates together, that 11 plus 7 plus 8 for 2024, that equals the number 26. 2 plus 6 is 8, which is our vibrational frequency of the day today. That is the energy of the strength card, of balance, and of the outside. What is without comes from within. So finding that balance. Hello, yay, welcome in. Come on in. Thank you, guys. And yay, Miss Jen is here as well. Thank you, guys. So our angel number today, 11, would be 1 plus 1 is 2. So we've got a 2, 7, 8. Let's see where we go here today. That is the number or vibrational frequency of giving credit where credit is due. When you reach a goal, your angels want you to remember who helped you along the way. You can claim a win and still give credit to the ones who assisted and supported you. Share your gratitude for someone who contributed to your personal successes. Well, that is very beautiful today. Anytime we pause for the cause and hold gratitude and meditate with that energy, that of course raises our own vibrational frequency, and not only for ourselves, but for that person that we were expressing thanks for. So we all need a little bit of that more love here in the world. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. So that's what we're bringing today. Let's see where we go, what kind of messages we can get for our Thriving Thursday reading for our beautiful spiritual viewers. Thank you. Hi there. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love when you guys say hello to each other. Of course, I love when you say hi to me, but what makes my heart even more happy is when you are all communicating with each other. We really desire to create a collaborative community of like-minded folks who understand energy and the frequency and how we can have control over that. I think there was something stuck in my lippy there. The only thing we can control is our own vibration, right? So there's a lot of different ways we can do that. Putting music on, dancing, using those healing frequencies. I listen to 417 a lot just throughout the day. It's on in the background. Some of those tones, you don't even notice them, but they are raising the vibrational frequency around you and in your home as well. So we have number 32. That's a 5 of change energy, sovereign. The sovereign. And this is giving me elk vibes here, which is ancestors. The ancestors are about. We are still in an energy where the veil is still very thin. And if you are manifesting something for your best and highest good, be very careful of your thoughts and words, as those thoughts and words turn into things very quickly when the energy is, when the veil is thin. Okay. So making sure that we are talking about our own independence, what will raise our own vibrational frequency, being in the energy of the feeling of already having what it is that we want to receive. Okay. That is how we raise our own vibration. That is how we pull in and manifest our best and highest good. So just be sure if we do have a thought that is challenging, that's just practice and going, oh, was not what I want to put out to the universe to have come to me. So immediately thinking of, well, what is the opposite of that? What is it that I do want to have? And kind of changing up your order right quick, right? The 32 of 5, making sure that the words and thoughts that we are thinking and saying are of our best and highest good. So that's what we draw in. And no coincidence here, we have Spider Woman. This is the 3 of the Empress of Creativity. And I love this card because not only does her face look so knowing and so wise? This is a story about hunters going out in search of the big elks, all the big game, using their physical energy to hunt these bigger animals down. And they said, well, old woman, why are you just standing here? Why aren't you joining in the hunt? And she says, because I understand energy, I know how to manifest, and I have it come to me. So there's that. I am unfamiliar. I've never pulled the Sovereign card before, so I do want to see what that's all about. This deck is called Woman in Total Control of Herself. It's very empowering. I love that there's all different cultures represented here in the energies and in the cards. Lot of historical, these are all actual art pieces, all actual pieces of work. And there's a little bigger picture of that there. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, yes, I agree, Rebecca. Squash the ants, automatic negative thoughts. I love that. We might have to use that. I love that. I've never heard that one before. Thank you for your contribution. So, in this sovereign energy, sovereignty is the ability to belong to one's self. It shows up as confidence in one's worth and integrity rather than in one's productivity, prettiness, or performance. This isn't taught in school, and you'll be hard pressed to find much written on the subject because women who belong to themselves are hard to control. They know their value, have boundaries, and speak truth to power. This makes them dangerous in the best sort of ways. To claim sovereignty is to be self referential, rooted in your own authority. A sovereign woman is no longer willing to doubt herself based on the fear that others will critique, judge, or shame her choices and decisions. She is called shameless because she lives by what feels true, what feels resonant inside her being, rather than what others deem appropriate. She has freed herself from worshiping at the altar of other people's expectations and approval. A lot of power here today, guys. There is no need to play small, stay silent, or caretake in the name of subservience to maintain a perfect daughter, mother, wife, person status. She is free to follow her inner guidance while embodying her integrity. Stop letting others control the weather of your experience and reign. That's some beautiful energy. That is indeed how you become the Spider Woman and be the creator of your own experience, no matter what is going on around us. Okay. Now, we do have the moon. It is currently in Capricorn, and that is going to go void, of course, tonight here about 5:37 Eastern Standard Time. And when the moon is void, of course, that is much like a retrograde, a Mercury retrograde. So if you have anything important to get out, to say, to communicate, especially if you can happen to stay off the roads like a Mercury grade, we can have mechanical issues. So it's only for a short time tonight. It's between 5:37 and 5:58, 47:57. So about 21 minutes before we head into Aquarius. So emotions will be stabilizing whenever the moon moves into a fixed sign. So if you've been feeling some kind of way, focus on her. Okay, focus on your own sovereignty. The only thing that we can control is our own energy. Okay, and that should be good news to us all. This is what we're here to help you do on the spiritual view. So, and glad to do it. Let's see what is in the environmental energy. Beautiful. The dancer. Look, the baby goats are back, guys. And we talked about put some music on, how to raise our vibrational frequency. It's just physics. So even hearing your favorite song, which, by the way, our song of the day is "A Sign of the Times" by Harry Styles. I've never gotten that song before. I had to look up the lyrics, and it was like, wow, we're not going to cry about what's going on outside of us because we've been through that before. We've been through a lot as a culture, as a gender, as just as a human in this human experience. And what we are trying to do is focus on how can we raise our own vibrational frequency? How can we call in what it is that we would like to have for our best and highest good? And this is how we do it, simply by dancing, enjoying life. Throw that music on and allow your body to feel how differently you feel after you're hearing that favorite song. Okay, that is a 24 energy, which is a 6 of the lovers, that duality. Okay, underneath that, we'll take 2 here since we've got 2 energies over here, 16 being the trailblazer. And look at all the animals following behind her, because when we raise our vibrational frequency, we attract those of higher frequencies as well. Animals operate on a very high frequency. They don't know the troubles that exist around them. They are going by sheer instinct. There's an energy here of the moon almost becoming full. So that would be a gibbous moon energy. And that's where we really hang on tight because something is almost here. Our full moon is coming up on the 15th of the month this month. We have that first quarter moon hitting Saturday or Sunday. And that is when we stop and reevaluate. Am I calling in what I want for my best and highest good? Am I creating the life every single day, just even in the smallest ways, that I want to create? And only then do we feel like dancing. Okay. Dance the night away. Okay. And the trailblazer as well. We're making our own path, guys. We're carving our own way. And sometimes that energy has to shift so far back. Think of pulling the bow of Sagittarius, the archer. The farther back we pull that bow, the farther back that ridiculousness gets. When that bow is released, energy always has to balance. Okay. So the farther something is pulled back, have hope, because that's the farther that bow is going to travel in the other direction. And sometimes things just have to get ridiculous enough for people to wake up and understand how they're contributing to their own frequency and their own energy of what's happening around them. Okay, so if you're here, you already know this. This is no new news to you. She's playing a tambourine. Play a drum. Any instrument is good for raising that frequency as well. But let's see what's going on here with our Thriving Thursday. So my question is, obviously, how can our spiritual viewers thrive? Hi, Miss Peggy. Miss Becky here. Gosh, we got our party started. Venus, I don't think I've seen you before, but welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for popping in here to be with me today. I really appreciate your beautiful energy and all the love and support you show us here. If you are not yet a subscriber, please do make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. You can also click on the pull down arrow so that you can receive notifications for all the fun that we're having here? Yeah, I thought so. So it's a sign of the times. Okay, we cannot worry, guys. That is a lower vibrational frequency. And remember that we do have control. And if that's all about stepping into our own sovereignty. Okay. We cannot help what's going on around us, but we can still call in our best and highest good. Okay. We can always do that. I am learning that worry does not change an outcome. No, it doesn't. All it does is create anxiety. My grandma Harmon's birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday in heaven, Miss Maida Harmon. What she would have been 99, and I've had that number come up quite a bit, and I didn't even realize until yesterday. I was like 99. That's been the ancestors are speaking loudly right now with this veil thin, and it's like, hello, this is would have been my 99th birthday. And she always used to say, worrying is a lot like sitting in a rocking chair. It's fun to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere. Wise words from a wise, beautiful, very sovereign woman. She was incredible. Yeah, this was the energy of yesterday, that vibrational frequency of change with our number 7 day of the chariot and the tower. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. This is how we grow our energy. Okay. And if we don't like what's happening around us, focus within and what you can do to help your own self. Okay. Let's see what this Spider Woman energy, what is this frequency here? We need to get into that sovereignty because nobody's going to save us but ourselves, guys. Oh, thank you. Happy heavenly birthday to my grandma. That is so sweet of you. Balance. What did we just say about that? Right. And here it is. And look at this purple energy. That is all third eye frequency color. Okay. And we have some blues inside this mandala on both cards. So that would be our voice, using our voice. Okay. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. We call in energy to us. We don't have to go seek it when we ourselves are in balance. Okay. That's why it's so very important. Really, really important. These are mandalas. So each one of these mandalas holds its own vibrational frequency. If you're into mandalas, the trailblazer energy here with that beautiful moon in the background, we're coming up with pride. So on an 8 day, the environmental energy here is that of the trailblazer. We do have the number 8, and there's a big old lion right there, our 8 of strength. It's going to take us some strength, but once that vibrational frequency is raised, it is so much easier to blaze those trails because we are calling the energy into us. We're not having to go seek that out or hunt it down. It comes freely to us. So that's absolutely beautiful. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Now, the sister energy to strength is the star card, which is the energy of hope. And the hope card, that does take some work. It's not just about wishing and hoping something will come true. It's about staying connected and tethered to that star. There's a connection there. That is a direct line to yourself and to your own hope. And that star card takes energy to maintain. So we've got to stay in that sovereign energy, and we have to maintain a frequency. I'm getting beeps in both ears. That's unusual. Usually it's only beep on this side and a squeeze on that side, and I'm getting both at the same time. Wow. Okay, so rewind whatever I just said. Ancestors are beeping here. Oh, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. That mirror energy, right? Today's Sabian symbol for the sun, we are at 15 degrees 48. That is a Sabian symbol of 16 Scorpio. And it's a girl's face breaking into a smile. It becomes intuitively clear that all things in life can be seen as a mirror of who we are and how we are. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Boy, if that's not coming up here, the environmental energy is coming on strong, guys. Since we're still in our earthiness, let me go ahead here and grab my Light Seers deck, I think, today. See what we got. 10 of Cups. Ooh, oh boy, on the bottom of the deck here, randomly. What wanted to spill out for us to see more balance energy here. Okay. Inner balance for our own autonomy and independence, especially as we are coming towards the end of the nodal axis lesson of independent autonomy within committed partnerships. And we've got King of Cups, Two of Cups, and the Seven of Wands was in reverse. This is about that meditational frequency, taking the high road, no matter what's jabbing at you, no matter what's going on the outside. If we don't like that, worrying about it is not going to do a dang thing. It's time to focus on self. So if we have some kind of relationship here, because this is being, we got our 10 of Cups in the bottom, and we have the King of Cups and the Two of Cups book ending the Seven of Wands. This can be about what you want once you, okay, it's sitting there waiting. But if we're not in the vibrational frequency to receive it, we can't have it yet. Okay. It doesn't mean it's not coming. It just means we need to take a look at our own sovereignty and our own balance within ourselves and see that beautiful 8 energy right there. That's gorgeous. Okay, so we'll take those messages into account. Interesting. Queen of Wands here on the split. Still nursing my poor left hand back to recovery. Turns out you need your fingers a lot, and when you're using your hands a lot, like things for shuffling, it takes a little bit longer to heal. Thank you guys again for being here. I don't know why I pulled right there, but I wanted to. Queen of Cups. So that is our Cancerian vibe here. Mars in Cancer is still at an opposition to Capricorn energy. That is because it's still, Pluto's still sitting there. 30 degrees Capricorn is coming to realize that true mastery involves the need for spiritual wisdom at the highest level of management regarding collective affairs. Okay, regarding collective affairs. If we want everything outside of us to balance, that comes within first. Crossed by the 8 of Pentacles. So there's that 8 energy again. That can be, here's the moon cycle here. This can also be a little bit of an energy of burning the candles at both ends, taking on too much. I always get this image of the circus plate spinners spinning this plate, then they have to keep going all the way around. By the time they get to the end, they have to run back to start to keep that plate spinning. So it is about maintaining this balance and the balance and wisdom in our own heart, so that our third eye, this purple energy, can be awoken. If we are not happy or balanced in our heart, if we are in an energy of worry and fear, that blocks that sacral chakra here, that orange chakra, which then blocks your yellow solar plexus, which then blocks your green heart, which blocks your blue throat, which blocks your intuition. So it's just like when you do the little mechanics down low, and then that frequency balances out, it helps balance the next and the next and so forth. So that's the theme of our reading here today. Let's see where we go. The World, 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So this is you, the viewer, successful completion of some kind of cycle in your own life. Maybe you've already found and maintained this balance. The energy of the Two of Pentacles, it's not this or that, it's this and that. And when we do balance our own energy, we get this gifty here. We get the gifty, and this is tangible. It's the Ace of Pentacles. And that is something that's regarding time, money, energy, resources, assets, confidence. That's a 3D thing, right? Queen of Cups is all about pouring into her own heart's cup, awakens her intuition, her soul, and is the one leading the way when our head and our heart are aligned. And here comes the actual physical manifestation of that. Okay. Let's see what's on our second row here in the past, recent past energy, the heart of our reading, and also in the near future. So we have Page's book ending the King of Pentacles, the heart of our reading. So pages are all about communication, giving and receiving of that. So in the past, you started with this smallness within you. You found your balance. She's in tree pose here. Finding our own balance, okay, starts to bring in those opportunities, that message. This can be a new job offer. This can be us finally understanding that we indeed are in control when we find that sovereignty and balance within our own selves. Okay, so even just finding that, this starts the ball rolling, and it moves from a page into this, the heart of the reading, from a page right to the night. So now we're seeing sequential energy here, movement. And the Knight of Pentacles is the most reliable knight of all four of the knights. He's the only knight that is guaranteed to reach his destination, even though he's walking next to a racehorse barefooted. He could be hopping on that horse and moving a little bit quicker. He's choosing to walk. Maybe he just needs a little grounding and wants to feel the grass underneath his feet here on this beautiful day. And what are we walking towards here? Page of Swords. We're walking into this energy. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. We are moving from one side to the other. And look how she's just trusting here. She's researching, she's figuring things out. Her light bulbs, her flashes of inspiration are tuning in and tapping in and turning on. And then there's those hawks flying around her for her protection. She's walking across, she's balancing there just on that tiny little reed, and she ain't worried because she understands now how energy works. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So I am trying to understand. And when you are on a quest for knowledge, that's a high vibrational energy. So no wonder the opportunity here is extremely tangible. The situation that you are having to decide on, though, there are two competing energies here. The Two of Pentacles can also be a little bit of plate spinning energy, doing the most, doing too much, feeling like we have to choose between the sun and the moon, when the fact is it's not this or that. So again, it's this and that. It's not so separate. It's the yin and the yang. That is the balance within. Okay, we all have that divine feminine and masculine energy. Let's keep going. In our blocks, what spirit wants us to know, and our outcome energy. Beautiful. So we have the Hierophant. Keep in mind, even though I'm saying the term block, okay, the energy's on the table. So for a block in my position 7 on my readings, I read the shadow side of that energy. The Hierophant is someone who has learned the lesson, the stairway to heaven here, putting down the burdens, looking at using that hermit energy to look within and see where we've been in along the way, what strategies worked, what didn't, getting some new information, having a new offer, and then being able to successfully close out this cycle here. When an energy is in its shadow, because it's fallen on the table, that means the energy is here and has potential to move into the light. So we're just starting our learning here. Okay. So it's not the Hierophant yet, but we're getting there. We're building the staircase. And remember, as we go up the lunar coaster, if you're new here, I describe the moon cycle as a roller coaster. The new moon, when the moon is dark, is masculine energy or the emperor energy, yang. We build the steps or we build the tracks of that roller coaster ride. When we get to the top, okay, then the full light of the moon hits. We can be on the top of that ride and see the whole entire park in front of us. Then we reassess and we go, okay, that ride's still going okay. That ride over there needs repaired, and I need to make better access, a better energy flow over there to that one. So it's all about seeing, having that aha moment, taking that lesson learned. And then when we go down the coaster back towards the new moon, that is divine feminine energy. The Empress, okay, the Yin. So they all balance out. What we're building now is the ride that we're going to get when that full moon hits on the 15th. The 2 weeks after that depend on what we're doing now. Okay, so let's use this Hierophant energy to our best and highest good, because it is bookending this world energy. So that is very strong, and that is up to us in our own sovereignty to be able to call in and surrender to that ride, realizing that what kind of tracks are we building? Are we building them with worry, even though it doesn't change a dang thing other than we're not going to have a very fun ride on the other side if we're building our tracks here with our Emperor energy, if we're building tracks of worry? What Spirit would like us to know about where we are going and where we will get is that therein lies all four aces of potential. This is the manifestation card. So the tracks that we're building here in this sovereignty, we get to the top of that roller coaster, and that is when we can manifest that energy, right? So it's the culmination of that full moon, what we're manifesting and putting into action right now. We already have everything we need. And there's that lemniscate energy again as well. You already have what you need. It's time to get moving, okay? And what is this tangible offer that's coming into your physical reality as a result of us ending some kind of cycle of completion here is a 10 of cups. Okay, because when the Queen of Cups fills her own heart's cup, again, she's attracting other frequencies of that same energy. You'll be attracting other people that also are coming to you with the full cup. So instead of being in the 9 cups of wish fulfillment, all in a singular energy by ourselves, here comes that equal partnership. This can be friends, family, whoever you deem as your family, friends that you love and are family to you. And we want to be able to celebrate that, right? And this is of your own creation. We have, yes, pride, but think of that in the terms of that lion energy. Our tribe, we are all a pride together. Does that make sense? That's beautiful. Okay, so what we're learning about is how that love can manifest the physical pentacles. That's amazing. How gorgeous is that? Let's get our quick, see what's in the environmental energy here. 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, the Lovers, Ace of Cups, Four of Wands, the 1111 energy, and a judgment call coming up. So, two cards of a decision to be made. In the center of these bookends, we've been working really, really hard. The Eight of Pentacles is all about becoming an expert in our own field. And it feels like our outcome energy here, it feels like we understand that if we are not in balance, if we're doing too many things, then that means that instead of running toward love, we're actually walking or running away from love. The Seven of Swords in this connotation, with it touching the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands there, that is celebration, that is loving energy, that is balance and action on both sides of the coin. And then look how she has this archer tattoo. She has that bow and arrow tattoo there on the outside of her medial deltoid there. And this is, I want to get a clarification there on that Seven of Swords. Because it's matching up for me here vibrationally with this decision, this judgment call, this releasing of an old way is what that feels like. We're struggling with releasing an old way. I understand that nothing can change, grow, or evolve without movement. Well, in this depiction, he's on the move. Okay, and the Seven of Swords, the light side of Seven of Swords is all about that character on the Rider-Waite, the traditional decks, of him taking the swords from the army camp because he doesn't want the army to use them to hurt people. Okay, so the shadow side of this would be deceit. This would be acting out of character. Okay. So I just want to make sure we're not deceiving ourselves here over something that needs to be released, because what's waiting here, I said, when the Queen of Cups knows how to fill her own cup. And when you do that, the other cup comes to add on to the Nine of Cups to get your 10 of Cups. And here it is. Not only that, but it's paired with, pardon me, sloppy dice, sloppy joes. Here it is paired with the Four of Wands, the celebration. Okay. This is a happy moment that we're manifesting here. And it does take you to be intentional with your manifestation. What kind of partnerships, whether they are platonic, familial, business, or love partnerships, what is the energy that you're trying to bring in? What is the feeling that you want to have that would make your heart feel full, that makes you want to celebrate? That's how we manifest. We manifest with the feeling of already having that. But we have to know what it is that we want, right? Okay, we have to know what it is that we want. We can't run away from, oh, that's never going to come, or I can't wish for that. Why the heck not? Of course you can. It just takes some releasing of some energy of within our own selves, some energy that isn't serving whatever may be throwing us out of balance, however we may be overgiving. Judgment is a Sagittarian energy, and we do have Mercury and Venus both in the sign of Sagittarius. And right now, within the degrees that they're sitting, it's training and expansion. We're training for expansion but in order to expand and call in new, we have to clear out some other things so the universe has space to fill it with, right? If there's no space created, if we try to hang on to everything, then the universe has nowhere to put it. It's sitting here waiting for us. But until we release, and if we're running away or if we're not wanting to do that release, then that is putting on pause what it is that we want to come in, because nothing can grow or evolve without that movement, without that release. And it can feel scary, and we can worry about it. But remember, this is about sovereignty. This is about pulling in and mastering our own energy so that our emotions are not in control of us. Just a beautiful reading here today. Gorgeous, gorgeous. There's that South Node axis, the Queen of Swords, Libra. Okay, we are in the last 5 degrees there of that energy. And on January 11th, we'll be shifting that whole nodal lesson. So just a reminder that that is coming up. Let me get some advice for you guys here. Again, thank you so much, Miss Jennifer there. Again, Miss Becca, Miss Peggy. Venus, thank you so much for being here today. Of course, Jen, we really appreciate you guys being here with us. You just took your grandson back to, oh, you're always running somewhere, Miss Peggy. Always running somewhere. Well, hi, Maribel. Thank you for coming in. Oh my gosh, you guys, look, we match. Flamingo spirit. What do flamingos do? What do flamingos do? They balance on one foot. So, and you're not going to believe this. What did today's date add up to? A 26. This is a 26 card. It is an 8-day, and we've got an 8 of advice here. Embrace the in between. Worrying is not going to do a dang thing for us, right? The crossing energy would be porcupine spirit, time for a beginner's mind. That is a 48 energy, which is a 12, which is a Pisces energy of the hanged man. We do have Pisces energy there in Neptune, the planet of dreams. That is a fertile garden under the full moon. At that Sabian symbol, we are constrained to see our lives as the fulfillment of our desires. So, time for a beginner's mindset. It's never too late to start over, guys. Beautiful. I love how cute that porcupine is too. This little porcupine up here. Let me get your advice here a little bit deeper. Embracing this in between time. And look how the color energies are pulling together. Both of this Two of Pentacles. Which choice do I make? Which way do I go, George? And we have this beautiful blue, and she's wearing that orange as well. So we are looking at that color match. Fear lives in the sacral chakra, and that blocks our intuition. It blocks everything else out. So we really got to understand that we need to understand our own energy, so that if we don't like what's happening, that is the only way we can affect change. And that starts with ourselves, guys. 26. I can't believe that. I don't know if that's ever happened before, guys. Has that ever happened before? Yes, you do that. Thank you for saying that, Maribel. You do have to, if you just click on the little bell, but then do the pull down, you can click on the notifications, and we're always doing something fun around here. So I hope you think so. I don't think you'd be here otherwise. All right. Embracing the in between. Our oracle message is balance comes easily to flamingo spirit, who sees what was and what will be and stands strong in the face of uncertainty. You can be informed by what came before and plan for a future yet to be, but do not resist flamingo spirit's call to be fully present in the now, where the real magic happens. What does spirit want us to know? This is right now. You already have what you need to make magic, guys. You already got it. With one foot in the life you are moving away from, and one foot in the future, as you become the one who leads the life of your highest intentions, you must make peace with the fact that you are not fully in either place. Embrace the in between. This is the in between. This is the situation. I can't believe the synchronicities of this reading today. Every time I come live instead of doing a recording and you guys are here, you bring such a beautiful rush of energy. This is not just me. You are co-creating with me. So thank you. Thank you for being here, because this is your energy too. We're swimming in. Okay. So thank you. Embracing the in between. The presence of flamingo spirit is also a sign that your creativity is arising within you. I just can't even with you guys with this energy. Wow. And opportunities are beginning to present themselves. Remain here in a balanced state of mind, for there is much to know and learn before going forward with new plans. You can trust this moment and yourself as you take in what you see and become aware of all that you are experiencing in this in between time. Okay. If you're feeling out of balance, the protection message is if you're feeling nervous and wobbly, stop worrying about the past and the future. Instead, be present in the moment. Balancing for now is the space in which creativity arises. Creativity is your birthright. But if you're moving too quickly in an attempt to avoid the discomfort of transition, I mean, look what's on the other side of it, guys. That doesn't look half bad now, does it? Just saying. Just saying. You can blind yourself to the miraculous possibilities that are before you now and those just coming into being. The past has its lessons, and planning has its merits. But right now, you may be imbalanced because you're becoming too nostalgic for what once was, or too anxious about what the future might hold. There's a time to plan carefully. For now, be still and know that spirit is here, co-creating with you in this moment. The next step will appear when it needs to appear. Taking the first step, even though we're not sure where that staircase leads, take the step. The energy is here for you, for us all to rise. Mm. There is a time to plan carefully, but for now, be still. The next step will appear when it needs to appear. Relax into a state of equanimity and balance so any anxiety can transmute into trust and faith that all will be as it will for the highest good. I mean, how many messages of balance have we gotten here today in several different decks? And it's just beautiful. I think it's time to go out and dance. When I read the lyrics to the song today, it's a sign of the times by Harry Styles. Go check it out. That there might be further messages in there for you today if you resonated with the message today, and I hope you did. I sure hope you did. But thank you so very much for being here. And with that, I will say goodbye for now and see you later on. We will see you tomorrow night at for happy hour at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then it's next week or the next week after that. It's the third Friday. I haven't looked at the calendar yet. Of when our educational Friday night will be happening. So can't wait for that either. All right, guys, thank you again so much. Go back and I think listen to this reading again now that you know the end of it, because how it came together one step at a time in and of itself of that was just beautiful. The synchronicities are clear. And let's go ahead and change this world for the better together, grabbing hands as we do that, and all boats can rise that way. Okay, we love you so much. Thank you for being here, and much love to you from my heart to yours. Namaste, guys. Bye bye.